Hi everybody! Welcome to Bead with me. I'm Kay, your host here at Stars Beads. I decided to just go ahead and hop online because this is beading with me, and right now, today, this is my life. This is the daily bead grind. So for all of you who are wondering oftentimes, when I'm not online and you're wondering, where's my order, this is what I'm doing. So I'm giving you a little sneak peek into kind of the daily routine. So on how we're living here with COVID-19, we are still staying close to the public. I think I'm going to continue doing that. I really am at a stay home advocate, even though obviously I am here at work every day. I am still trying to provide all the services that I can for you guys by hopping on here, doing curbside pickup, and of course having speed shopping coming through, which is what has caused me to hop on a little bit late here today. So I thought instead I'm just gonna have you guys join me and see what I'm doing. Okay, so it is button week, and I don't know if you guys saw my post earlier today, but I have gotten another slew of beautiful buttons. We had a sneak peek here yesterday. Here, this is what I'm checking out right now. Okay, so if you guys are local, you guys are lucky to be local, okay? Because you can get a sneak peek and grab your personal stash, because that's what I'm doing for a few people here today. And I'm checking out people, okay? So I'm gonna do probably a quick pair of earrings today. I wanted to add a little excitement to the last pair that we made a couple weeks back, and show you how to make those. But until then, I thought I'd show off a few buttons, and you guys can take a look at those while I hang out and check people out and play. So I wish you guys could be here at the bead store with me, but video chatting has been really good and positive. Let's see, this part here, let me take off of there. So if you guys are shopping, oftentimes you guys will know that I do some Corona shopping sales, so I'll give you 10% off if you come in and buy anything. And if I ship to you too, so if you're not local, if I'm local to you online, then you can still get to me that way as well. So class. Alright, so we have pickup from Friday Night Live. So if you guys are not familiar and catching us for the first time, Friday Night Live, okay? If you are not in it, catch the replays and see what happens, okay? We would do something kind of every single week, except for this Friday because there was such high demand for these fabulous buttons. So if you are a button lover, sorry, you can't have it. But there are plenty. There are thousands this time, okay? So I've got a bunch for you. And we won't discuss totals online here. Your total is.
Oh,
but you had a good savings here too.
I did.
All right, so you can stick that card in there.
Okay.
So how is everybody doing? How are you guys feeling about COVID and businesses opening up? I've been kind of feeling in the middle about all of it. Is this okay on the big bag? They're
sure.
fairly
No, they're
sturdy.
perfect, yeah.
Okay, just be gentle with. Hey guys, hey Betty, hey Lynn. Let's see, am I gonna get a Wakima? I'm better with Miss Jackson. I'm glad we could get your bracelet all together. So we got Miss Jackson in on a virtual, a video chat for the first time, and it was really easy. I think she's enjoyed it. We got exactly what she needs. All right. We were doing the leather and chain bracelet with the Rolo chain, and she was picking out some pieces with Rolo chain that was a little bit smaller and in gold. Alright, I think I got all your stash. Juggle. Alright, you are official. Thanks for playing. Oh, I need to know one thing now. Oh, alright, got it.
Got it?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Have a good day.
Thanks for playing, Miss Anonymous. We'll keep you anonymous for online. All right. Got a stash? Okay. All right. So we're looking at different stashes. So if you guys are interested in on how video video shopping works, this is exactly how it feels. So you don't have to. Oh, Patty, are you a little nervous about what your total looks like? I have your bag around here. Where is it? Here, this is what it looks like. Patty, I think you're in here somewhere. So I am getting to you. So I've got a lot of things packaged and ready. Oh, you know what, Patty? Maybe did you add some things online? Because if you did, then I have yours at home. But anyway, thank you guys for all of your orders. It's been a lot of fun on Friday nights. Keeps me busy all through the week. But I'll let you know what your total is. Okay, so this was a fun looking basket here and counting those buttons. All right, we'll bring those all over. All right, one more checkout. So we have
Last one is
16.
quite high.
Right. I went back to 16. That was good. 16 and a half. That was 80. We have 83. No. Yes, so if you love buttons, you have two options if you guys want to get dibs, okay? Because we sold out last time. So there are a couple ways to get more buttons is if you are local, you can come into the shop and do your own, you know, little bucket, and then I will make the pricing accordingly, okay? You may not get as good of a deal as maybe the Friday night packages, but then you get to pick your own, okay? So that's a sweet deal. I can do some video chatting on that. It does take a little bit more time, okay? But that's available. Or if you want to claim some packages early, if you know, hey, give me the colors of the rainbow. I want one yellow bag, a red bag, a green bag, 4 yellow, purple bags. I will try to fulfill those early on because I have more than I did the last time, which means I may not get a chance to go through them all. Plus, they were so popular. Who knows? You guys seem to go blindly in there, so you know that they're all beautiful and they're all vintage. Okay, so those are the two ways that you can get the buttons. Okay, Patty, let's see. Okay, I'm going to send you an invoice, so the only thing I need from you is your email. I'll be sending you a message here anyway, so maybe check your inbox, but otherwise I don't think I've sent yours yet. Okay, I've kind of gotten through some of the list, but not through everybody. Okay, all right, we are going to go through, that was 83 buttons. So, 95. Okay, that comes out to even less, I think, per button if I do that. Yeah, give you a bit better deal at the 95, okay? And then let me add these things. This strand goes.
That was from the Friday night.
Yeah, I'm gonna extend that onto these.
Okay.
How's that
I want
for you?
some of it.
You want some of that? How about just the rest of it?
I could do that.
Yeah.
Depends on what you.
$8
how much you
bucks.
think about it. Okay. That makes it easy.
$8 and that'll. All right, guys. Here's some of that Rolo chain that we were using the other day. So I have it in a 7mm smooth, and we have it in a 5mm textured. So if you want to do that leather and chain bracelet, you can do it in a slightly smaller size. Alright. This makes me kind of feel like I'm a panda at the zoo. You guys can just check in on the feed and see what's happening at the store. So I just, this is at the end anyway. So this I want to have an idea. Okay. I don't have the prices on these. Where's the order? Need to think about that for a second. This is 20. Yeah, this one's 23, this one's 66. It's this one.
It's like
Do you have your phone? Can you go on to just my website? Just we can type in TG-004. There's some really cool clasps, you guys. We showed off a lot of clasps last week, but maybe this will just be a fun day. But look how amazing this clasp is. It's a dragon. I don't know. Let me switch this around, you guys. Look how beautiful this is, though. Is there a dragon lover?
Yes, please.
46. Great, thank you.
I've never had this happen.
Never had it happen. And so the way that these styles work, you guys, okay,
Bad guy
is that latch will come up, and then you have to swing his arm down for this latch to come up. Okay, that makes it extra sturdy, so this is a lot of craftsmanship in this. So this is kind of like a key. You're going to, I'm trying to do this one-handed right now. But this goes up and then folds down. Isn't that beautiful? Hey Charles, look at the handy silver work of this beautiful dragon. You should press rewind on here. You can see how it works, but that flap goes up and it's a beautiful clasp. That one is actually designed by a gentleman named Carl, and super cool designs. So him and my husband get together and talk clasps. Hi, we'll be with you in just a moment.
That's totally fine. I'll hang out on this.
I've got your fire line though. Okay. Yay. All right. So this is like the stash that you could have from like a Friday night. All right, this is total, but I'm extending that same discounting to you for in-store items, okay? That's separate. Right. So this gets all the discount. Now I can add that. I said 8, right? And I said 95 for that. Okay, we're getting almost to maybe a little bit of project time. I really like what you guys have been showing me online. I had someone, hey Gina, hey, I don't know if you heard, but yesterday I announced that I cannot get those macrame project boards, so they are not coming in this week, so you can pick up your other beads if you want. We need a bag for that. Okay. And this tax is off. I don't know how that could possibly be. Okay. You're told. Okay. Ready? This is always the hardest part, you guys. Okay. Okay, got it. But I took off that. That on your buttons too, since we got it on everything today. And let's see, hypo cement. So those people who are doing the stretchy stuff, I have more hypo cement coming as well. Beautiful. All right, your receipt is in the bag. Okay. I don't understand. My calculator is acting up, you guys. Yeah, that dragon was beautiful. Someone coming in for a... Ooh. My connection looks like we went out. Okay. I can't. I'm just doing this. I was wondering if I got a big enough bag. Ooh, I want to see what comes out of those. So enjoy. Thanks, Paula. We had so many of those online. Okay, so 9. Okay, you can come in. I have someone waiting. We're kind of having to have the shift since, you know, I pack you guys into kind of a tight schedule. And so, because I'm still working even though I'm not on screen.
Hello.
Hey there. I've got your fire line sitting right there.
Awesome.
And you can just give me $9.45.
Okay. It's going to have to be a credit card, but I will.
That's okay. We'll stick it right in here. And then we'll be all set.
I'm going to have my wallet.
And then do you guys think we should play with some buttons? What do you guys think?
Oh, that'd be fun.
She didn't know I was on live. Here you go. You can pop it in there. Don't worry. You're not in. I'm keeping everybody safe and anonymous. Somebody, though, needed some firelight immediately.
Yeah, sorry. This is
No
how I'm making
problem.
money right now.
That's exactly right. Well, we love to see what you guys are making. Oh, I forgot to turn that off, you guys. All right. Oh, and then I am going to post a picture online because the Swarovski buttons were, or the Swarovski crystal clasps were super, super popular. You're all set. And it's right there for you, okay? Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
The Swarovski crystal clasps were extremely popular, and if you have no idea what I was talking about, I showed them to you guys yesterday, but there was a color I didn't show, which was this one, and I found some more. So if you guys like these big, beautiful clasps, look at that. Ooh. Okay, I can still get those to you, okay? This is a beautiful, I think it's a Bermuda blue, 27 millimeter crystal, and I'm gonna just put that back. And I don't have very many. I might have like one or two of some of those colors that we showed off. So if you guys are catching the replay, maybe of some of the Friday nights, and then you can see that on there. All right, you guys, you want to like a fast peek? Okay, so we've been playing with buttons. Yes, it is Bermuda. Hey, Rachel. I'm getting your order together. You added some things from your, from online, and so yours is getting worked on. Okay. All right, I'm moving myself to the back because I thought maybe you guys can help me choose what I want to make today. And pray that I do not drop this tray. There was a lot of time put into sorting all these beautiful, beautiful buttons. Okay. All right. So, you know I like to make earrings, and they're quick and fast. And since we had a little bit of a busy day today, we've just been kind of hanging out, and you guys get to see the daily bead grind of all the things that I'm trying to keep up with and keeping the inspirations going, and as well as playing. I gotta have some time to play too, right? Like, if you guys want these projects, I gotta play with some of this merchandise. All right, it's buttons this week. I'll be working on some bubble beads coming up. I've got some awesome bead bracelets that are coming our way. I have a lot of things in store. I also have some classes that I'm working on. So, like Mr. Charles, we'll be highlighting him pretty soon. So if you don't know Charles, he is our metalsmithing man. He is our local teacher. And so we'll tell you more about him and meet him here coming up. Okay? All right, so I want to do buttons. We wanted to do earrings. So the other week I had made some, just some quick and easy earrings, which I really like making, and we were using this tool here to make them up. So I want some help on picking 2 buttons, but this time I want to add a little bit of extra. Okay, so I couldn't decide because the buttons are so pretty. So I thought we could sit together and take a peek at the buttons and see what buttons we like. So we have a lot of colors. So for those of you guys who are wondering what colors, these are not all of them, but this is me busy sorting them. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, this is what hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of buttons look like. So here's your peek for the day. A little bit of color happiness for you guys. All right. So you know I'm a purple lover. What do you think we can use today? And on top of, we got to kind of have like a little bit of a match too. Oh, that's a pretty purple one. You know what? I've been really liking these. I think I'm going to try to do something with these. All right. Thanks for playing. All right, so a little bit of this. Some chain might match nice. And then maybe putting some little crystal dangles along the bottom. I think that's what I want to do. I like that chain. What other little fine chain? That's a good one too. Kind of matches, right? Maybe we should go a little tinier. I'm thinking a little, oh, well, here we go. All right. How much is a bag, Betty? Oh, the bags, okay, so Friday Night Live, I did $10 bags. So the bags that I would do, if you guys want, you know, if you're saying, hey, give me a red bag, give me a blue bag, they're $10 a bag. Okay, so what do you think here? So if I do something like that, so then I can show you how this style chain works. What do you think, you guys? That'll make a pretty earring, and then we'll put maybe some crystals on the bottom. We're gonna try it out. See how this is gonna work. Okay, so we need, this is what we're gonna need, you guys. We need the round. You know, I always like my needle nose. All right, guys, these ones should be coming in this week. So if you haven't gotten your request in, make sure you grab your request, because you'll see me using them all the time. All right, I think that looks really pretty. Now we need to find some itty bitty crystals to go with there. All right, so we'll take these. That's much more fun to look at while we walk here. Ooh. Oh, maybe I should put some light purple ones in. All right, so here's like a box of random crystals. Do you think I bet I can find something out of here. So this is what it feels like at home, right? Like, hey, I just have some randoms here. What can I do with that, right? All right, well, we're gonna show you. We all have those little randoms at home. I think we can pick some crystals out of that. I think the only other thing I need are gonna be some little fine head pins. All right, this time I will save you guys the walking. And you guys can just sit and stare at this beautiful little stack of stuff and imagine what you guys can make with it. Okay, this is where we are. We've got a little bit of chain. You'll see how this turns out. All right. All right, got a few little gold head pins so that we can attach these little crystals that I like onto the bottom. And I'm going to use ones that have the little balls on the bottom. I think they make a really big difference when I'm making my jewelry. I pretty much always use them. All right, and I'm gonna probably end up with at least needing 3, so they come in little packs of 10. Okay, so we have some ball pins, some crystals, 2 beautiful vintage buttons, some hard wire, and we're gonna see what we can make out of this mess. What do you guys think? Yes, I believe we do have this chain in silver, Betty. All right, so this is what it looks like in the silver. Okay, so if you like this chain runs, looks like $750 in the silver a foot. Okay, I like this. The reason is because then I'm not gonna have to hook all these chains together. So I think we can try taking just a little jump ring and attaching it right to the button here. Okay, the gold costs a little bit more at $8 a foot. Okay. It's no problem, Barb. Glad you could join us. We talked about orders, and I was late too. Instead, you guys got to hang out with me and check out. Let's see. Check out some people with me working on the daily bead grind here. All right. Can we find some? Here's a crystal. I could probably use one of those. What do we think? Like one of those softy ones. What do we think? It's a crystal AB though. Don't exactly have a match. Do we like darker? I like that darker. I need 2 of those. Oh good, I have 2 of those. Here's 2 dark ones. And then I like this frosty pink one. What do you think there? And that's a crystal and a crystal AB. What do we think of that? Those colors right there. I know that's an AB versus a crystal, but we're just still gonna use it because that's what I have right here. Okay. And I chose kind of 3 on each side because this chain is kind of already like that, which I like. So you'll see that this, I believe this link is actually open. here, right there. You can see that slip. We're going to try to open it, and we're going to just try to see if we can attach it to this button in the back and still fit a wire. Okay, so when we're kind of trying to test to see if this is all going to work, right? I don't know if you guys remember, we're going to stick this in here. Okay, that was the start of what we're doing. Okay, and then we're going to wrap this around, and we'll make the earring. But we want to try to do this attachment, and we're going to add this chain on there too. So this will end up being the top, okay, and then this is going to end up being closer to the bottom. So I'm going to see how tight that space is and hopefully be able to fit it all in there. So let's give it a try. Otherwise we'll try to see if we can get a little skinny wire and still wrap all the chain. And I'm hoping that this will just work. I don't think so, no, because these glass shanks are really, really big. So I'm going to keep this closed and try to see if we can put a jump ring on there. And we're going to add a little flare to this button here. So before I attach this chain, I'm going to just see how this jump ring fits in with this and hope that works. Make sure this fits here. We know that does. That lined up. Okay. You can see that ring is almost not quite, and then let me see, because I kind of wanted to use a thick wire for this, so we're gonna see how that's gonna end up flying. So I might have to use a finer gauge right here, which is okay to attach at the for the chain part. So this is going to be just a little too thick in the gauge. So we need, so if you're using these glass ones, if your leather can't fit through, so if you're making a design and your leather can't fit through this shank right here, you can always add a ring here, okay, and then tie your leather, okay. Kathy, welcome. I hope you took a look at the picture I posted of the bracelet from yesterday. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can find a thinner one, or maybe I'm going to just make something. So I'm gonna just take a really fine wire and just stick it in there, because then I know it'll fit. Okay, because I want this to attach to my chain here. To this link. Okay, so we know those will fit, so I'm gonna just take this portion out. Let me cut these parts open. Alright, so we're just, the beautiful thing is this is the back of the button, so you're not gonna even see it, right? So let's see. I just really want to make a jump ring, or a split ring is what I want to make. Where's my round nose pliers here? That's what I'm looking for. They have blocked. Okay, no, they're there. Okay, This is where that nice kind of dowel comes in handy. You can make different size loops. Let's see, that size loop, it needed to be bigger than a 6 mil, so I'm going to go on this bigger one, and this will help me make a kind of like a split. Okay, split ring versus a jump ring. Okay, split ring is kind of like your keychain ring. And I kind of made this loose because I want to be able to get this on there, because I'm going to adjust it to what I need. Okay, because essentially all I'm looking for is a very small attachment that I can hook. And this is why we're creators, you guys, okay? There wasn't a ring that was quite the size that I need, so I'm just making it. Okay, so I want to kind of bring that around as close as I can, because there's not going to be a lot of weight on this, okay? And I don't actually want it to be doubled up. So I'm just going to push it because when we wrap the other piece of wire, it's going to kind of lock this in, okay? And now we found that this chain was open, right? So you guys can decide the order that you guys think it'll work best in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach all the little dangles and make kind of the components all ready, and then attach them all together. Okay, so in this case I know that I wanted to put some dangles along the bottom of the earring this time. Boy, this is really stuck in there. Hey Paula, glad to see you're home. No soap rocks, but you got buttons. Alright, so I have this this is why I love this chain. It kind of made my tassel for me. Okay, of course you could certainly make your own. So take a little ring, take 3 pieces of chain, and make your own. Okay, this kind of cuts a little bit on the time. I'm going to go ahead and just, let's see, how many links are there? So I want to cut so that we have 3 different lengths. So I think these are a little bit longer than I want, so I'm going to cut this last one down. And then that one we cut one down, so I want to cut another one up from that one. So I'm going to have 3 varying heights with this chain. You can see there's like a short, short, long, short, short, long, so I'm using the every long to cut it. Okay, so now let's see, do we have 3 different lengths? We're supposed to, kind of, but really it doesn't matter. Can't see where that little link is. To show you guys. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so this one I needed to go, guess I didn't quite make 3 lengths, so let's cut 1, 2, and then cut this one really short. Do I want it that short? So this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so one of them should have 2. Only 2. So I'm going to cut like that. Right? And then we'll get another match like that on the other side. Alright, here's one. Okay, and then we're going to wrap these little pretty crystals on. Using Swarovskis, using 3 different color. There's an extra one here. Okay, there's 3 on each. Okay, putting them on a little ball pin. Yeah, I really think these buttons are pretty. Okay, you guys. So we know the wire looping technique, so we're going to grab as close to here as we can. Bend It's not focusing. Okay, I'm gonna bring that around. Okay, get our pliers out of the way. Straighten that baby out, and for me, I want to make a really, really tiny loop. Okay, so I'm gonna work on making this even tinier. Okay, so we're working a little bit on a variation that we did here last week because I wanted to bling it up even more. Okay, this that chain is really thin. All right, guys, don't forget to attach your bead on. Okay, before you finish the wrap. Okay, sliding that on there. And we're leading the wire. You know, I'm kind of doing these randomly. I didn't pick which one's going to be on the longer one. We're just going with it. That's a beautiful thing about jewelry. Okay, there's one. Okay, we got a pink one. Now we're going to do a amethyst. I'm using the fine nose round, okay, so that I can make these teeny tiny loops. So we're going to bring this back around. Get our pliers out of the way here. So we got a tiny, tiny loop. Grab a piece of this chain here. I think I want that one on the longer one though. This chain is really fine. Okay, so if you're using tiny chain, you'll most likely need a 24 gauge head pin. That's what I'm using here today. Okay. Wrap number 2, and we'll have this tassel. You know, and if you're using smaller beads, you want to use the finer wire. Otherwise, the wire kind of looks, can kind of dwarf your bead, which that can be an element too sometimes. Okay, it's important when you guys are using crystal too, when you're pushing down. Okay, on here is to not put any pressure on the crystal because it will certainly crack it. Okay, we got a clear one left. And you'll see that's why I'm also pushing with my fingers here, not with the plier, okay? Because that plier will then go into my crystal and most likely crack it, okay? Okay, your goal is always to kind of make like a little 90-degree. This one is going on this last piece of chain. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is our little, now really this could be a pair of earrings also. Is that upside down to you guys? Sorry. So I'm thinking about trying to stick this baby right onto here, like that, okay? All right, so now it's just putting all the little tidbits together, you guys. We'll have ourselves an earring. 1 out of 2, but you can see it didn't take too long. It's usually just all finding the components and the parts, right? Okay, now I'm using a 20 gauge wire. Okay, you'll see that I've kind of done a soft V here. So here I just kind of made a homemade style split ring. Okay, and I'm going to open this little guy here and attach it to the button now. Before I do the earring part, okay? I want to do that because when I wrap the earring part, I want to wrap this behind it, so that way it helps keep it secured in. Okay. So now I'm kind of crushing this because the wire used was fairly fine, so it manipulates really easily. And using these fine tip, I'm trying to just kind of point them a little bit toward the hole. Is what I was doing. Okay, but it's really not going to have a whole lot of movement here in a moment because it's going to sit like this. All right, so we've got the attachment here. I'm going to slide this wire through here, right? And then the first move we make here is we're going to take this and go gently and take the shorter side of the wire, and we're going to just wrap this baby. Okay, remember I said we were going to kind of wrap this in front of this other wire to help keep it in place. Okay, so that will stay a little bit more secure here in just a second. Okay, and you see I'm kind of pushing down so that it gets to the base of the shank. Okay, keeping things from moving around. Okay, and I'm not gonna go too much more here, but I am gonna bring this one around so that it's sitting kind of at the top here, because that's where I'm gonna make my ear wire. Okay, so I'm doing that here. I'm gonna bend this. Okay, because the goal is to, now that we have the base here, okay, we want to kind of bring this around. I know this looks a little messy, but it'll be better here in just a second. Have wire sticking out everywhere. Okay, so we'll tuck our wire in here. And I'm being real gentle on the leverage because, again, we're using a vintage glass button, okay? So they don't make these anymore. If you like the button I'm using, I know I do have a few more of those. Okay, so I'm bringing this wire around, and I don't think I brought it quite round enough, so I'm gonna bend that back around, bring this here with my finger, and then now I'm gonna make a sharper bend with my plier so that I can lean this forward. Okay, so now that I'm right above where, but we're not gonna see any of that mess, okay? Even though this is a slightly frosted clear button, we're not gonna see all that. Okay, now this is where this nice handy dandy plier is gonna come in. We're gonna grab this so that it's on the largest ring, okay? And then bring this round. And then you can adjust the size of the hook, you know, so if you want it a little bit wider, you can make it wider, you know. See, technically you can make this in different shapes, okay? But this, I'm gonna bring it around so it's kind of like how you would wear it. I am gonna do mine under reasonable, so kind of where the shank is. I'm bending out just the end so it looks a little bit more finished. You want to take a burr at the end of that so that makes it a little bit smoother going into your ear. Otherwise, we've got ourselves a pretty little earring with a little extra this time around. Okay? What do you guys think? Was that a pretty one? I'm gonna hold it up and see how it looks. Hey Steve, you're late today. Oh, sometimes they look funny in the back, but they're totally fine in the front. Can you guys see? Isn't that pretty? Maybe that isn't a good view. Let's see. Let me see if I put it here. There we go. I was thinking I could only see 2 of the crystals, but whoops. Alright, you guys, we just made a beautiful earring with a little added tassel along the bottom. So not just 1 wire, we had 2, but that's okay. You can see how that turned out. Alright, I'll be busy working on another one so that we can have a pretty pair. Alright, you guys, thanks for joining me here today. Thanks for checking out what the daily bead grind is like here at the bead store, along with playing with some buttons. You got a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing on Friday. Don't forget, Friday night, 8 p.m., we're doing buttons. You want first dibs? You better message me really quickly, okay? There's two ways to get some buttons before Friday. If you want to try to get your dibs, you can kind of either do a pre-order. If you're local, you can do a little bit of shopping in person, okay? I will be giving away the Tanessa McLean necklace. I will be giving away the clasp from our giveaway on Friday. I will most likely be giving away these pair of earrings to somebody. So make sure you guys are posting. I want to see what you guys are creating. So if you guys want to be in on any of these giveaways, the best way to do that is by commenting, subscribing, following all of our social media things. So don't forget, you guys, we are on YouTube. So follow us there, subscribe to our channel, okay? We want to get this channel viral, okay? Otherwise, I think that's all the announcements for today and tomorrow. Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Don't forget, it's work it Wednesday, okay? So I like to work with you guys. So I would love to see your button stash. I would love to see any questions that you have. If you want to use it as shopping time, totally fine too. Okay, it's your space that I want to make that you guys can feel comfortable, having access to me, okay, as well as, getting a chance to be social, even though we're alone, okay? I'm getting better being online and not feeling so alone, and that I'm completely talking to myself. So I really appreciate you guys sending me comments, throwing your love, and supporting me here. We all can support each other in the addiction to beads, right? And in this case, buttons. You guys have a great rest of the day. It looks like it's going to be a sunny one. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Okay, for the rest of the week to give you guys a rundown, okay? Wednesday, tomorrow, bead with me, 2 to 4, okay, in our Zoom room. I don't know that I guess I should make that an event. Sorry. So many little ways to advertise all these different things I'm trying to give you guys, okay? So then Thursday we'll be back on regular bead with me, and Friday, and then there'll be Friday Night Live at 8, okay? So all good people talking to themselves. It kind of feels like, yeah, when wireless earphones came around, and then people walk into the, they do come walking in here talking to themselves. And that's what I feel like right now. And I'm completely alone right now. Actually, I have Jonah. So he's all done with Facebook Lives. He got really excited here at the beginning, and then I think that excitement has faded because he hasn't come on to say hello in a long time, right? All right. You guys have a good rest of the afternoon. Thanks so much for coming to play with me. I really appreciate it, and it's been a lot of fun, and making up projects and getting to actually play with beads. I've been doing a little bit more since I'm doing this, and I really like it, okay? So come join me tomorrow, 2 o'clock, 2 to 4, I want to play with you, okay? But I will pop on here and show you what I'm playing with, and then pop into the Zoom room to remind you, okay? Have a great one. Bye.